go.
Okay, now I know people can hear.
Now we are live.
Are you kidding me? Hold on a second. It's kind of funny.
No, we're not live.
No, we're live.
Okay.
But if you look at your picture on the screen, the logo goes just underneath your face. It's
Sit up straight.
It's
I teach you to tell me.
I think it's because I have the chroma key on, so like the green screen, and so like the logo is it's in your background. It's like it's going up through your headband. It's wow. It's kind of.
I see what you're saying.
You see it? Yeah, you see it.
Yeah, it's cool, actually.
We'll let that roll, but it's like, what is that? So again, now that everyone should be able to hear me, and I will check my volume, but yeah, there it is. The volume's there. Welcome in, everybody, to the show. Now that I got the volume right, I always mute the mics. So when we go off at the end, I go through. I slide the end screen up, and then I mute all of the mics. That just means that the volumes don't go out, like, because we still sit here and talk for a while, 9 times out of 10, and so. And they stay muted until I either stream again or something else pops up or something like that. So I have to remember every time to unmute the mics. I keep forgetting about it, and that led to the one time when we were like everyone was muted except I think me and you. So we had that issue. All right. So first week of fantasy football. So we're really back into it now. Now it's the thing. So we go back to the question. How was your week? So now we legit. How was your week?
Fantasy wise, I was shot by having the first pick that I told y'all that I hate. McCaffrey was my pick. And of course he played Monday night, so it was like he was questionable. Like if they'd have just put a D in front of his name instead of a Q, I wouldn't have had a problem. I'd have took him out, got somebody else. But they kept saying he's gonna play, he's gonna play. He said he's gonna play. And then Monday night came around and it's like he's not gonna play. I was like, okay, now everybody played. I have nobody to sub in. So I had him in 2 leagues. In one league, I was lucky that I was able to get his backup, which is actually our podcast league. And of course, the backup went nuts, 147 yards and a tud. So that worked out almost. Get back to that in a second. In my other league, somebody had already picked up Mason, I guess. They heard other news that McCaffrey wasn't going to play. So they picked him up like the day before. And they played him. And so I had nobody else to pick up. I could have picked up. I should have, with my first mind, to picked up, who was that? Lazard. Ended up getting a couple catches and because I was smart enough to move McCaffrey to the flex position in all my leagues, just in case he didn't play. But like I said, I didn't do the Lazard pickup like I should have. Don't know if it would have helped me because I still ended up I think I'd have still ended up losing in the other league. But in our league, I did end up losing, but by 0.06 points. That irked the hell out of me. 0.0, not 0.6, 0.06. That means anything. So let me tell you who I had in the game that if anything would have happened, I could have won. And what hurts more is I watched some of these games and I saw my points go away. I had Caleb Williams. If anybody watched the game, they know he sucked. The defense won the game for him.
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna show it on the thing here.
Oh, great, thanks. Caleb Williams sucked. He couldn't barely complete a pass, and throwing an interception or two.
Yeah,
but
he did.
If he'd have just I saw a couple passes that he airmailed. If he had just connected on one of those passes, I'd have won. I had Travis Etienne. He fumbled. Matter of fact, he fumbled on his way to the end zone. So if he just didn't fumble and got tackled right in front of the end zone, I still would have won because I wouldn't have got the negative points for the fumble. I had Najee Harris. I don't remember that game entirely, but I'm pretty sure if he'd have just got one extra touch, I'd have won. I had Michael Pittman. I saw, I can't remember if he overthrew him. It was a catch that was missed. That's all I know. I'd have won. Devontae Smith, one more catch. I'd have won. They blew out Green Bay. They didn't blow them out, but they beat them. So yeah, George Kittle. Oh, Mason, one more touch. Who did go off? So I really can't fault that one because he's actually the one that brought me back to the point within 0.06. So I can't be mad at he didn't get one more touch. But the Bengals, I had the Bengals defense. They were supposed to kill the Patriots. They did nothing with that. So I was like, I had a whole plethora of things that I could have got just a half a point and I would have won. So congrats, Cheryl. If everybody remembers Cheryl from the Women's Football League, we had her on before last year. I played her actually this week, and she beat me by 0.06. Now, granted, she did have a kicker that didn't play, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I was like, what happened there?
Yeah,
she was talking about that in the chat, too.
Yeah. That 0.06,
did he not, how did I say this? Like, do y'all have a different kicker?
I have to actually go back and check. I don't remember, but I think we do, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so I'm a little newfangled now, so I can put that up there. Let's go back to the regs.
My fantasy week. Oh, but in my league, I won. So
in your league, you won. Yeah, I was 2-2. I was actually 2-2, and I didn't really have. I did have one close game. My father-in-law beat me. I don't have the same. I'll say regret, but I do. Like it's like I don't have it, but I do, because the reason I lost. And like he and I had a conversation like before, like it was like, okay, he was like, all right, he conceded. Like he was like, all right, dude, good game. I got you next time, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay.
I hate those.
And the thing was that I had him by I think actually he had me by 2 points going into the game. And all I had playing was the Jets defense. Jets defense.
You didn't have another defense? Because I would not have played Jets defense against San Francisco.
So here was the thing. I just during the draft, I just, Jets defense is supposed to be really good, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, I'm gonna take the Jets defense. But then I was like, oh, wait a minute, they play San Francisco first game. So in another league, because I had picked up the Jets in another league, I just grabbed Seattle. Like, yeah, let me grab Seattle. I'll be all right. But I didn't really have anybody I wanted to drop. And I was like, and I looked at my team and I'm like, you know what? I mean, they're supposed to be good. I mean, it's like I talked myself into just going with it. Because I was like, okay, they can't be that bad. I mean, they're going to, they're going to get a sack here or something. Brock Purdy's just going to be standing there. These guys are good enough to get to them. No, they're not. They absolutely were not. And of course, they couldn't stop Mason to save their life. It was insane. You said 147 yards. Is that what it was?
147 yards and a touchdown.
So I was just like, dude, you got to be kidding me. So
he had a couple catches too.
Yeah. And so it ended up being they ended up getting negative numbers, because the other thing is that look, again, this whole thing about being in a bunch of different leagues, things start to get a little confusing sometimes, because what happened was, as I'm looking at the score, like right here, and then I was like watching the game, and nothing happened in the game. I realized I was delayed later, but the number changed. I'm like, what is going on? He hadn't even run the ball. But one of these new scoring deals is that, if they allow 400 yards, that's -2. It's like, oh, my goodness. And of course they did put up, I forget how many yards. But it was like, dude, you've got to be kidding me. So I just watched the number just go down, down, down. And so, because, defense. Because the thing is that, when the game started, like he had me by 2 points. But when the game started, I had like 102 or 101 or something like that. So it's like, okay. And then by the end of the night, I had 89 points. And so that was that loss. And I was like, okay, fine. I can deal with that. Of course, my proud moment was in your league, because that is the league in which I got a D- for my draft. Get a D-.
That's right.
Right. And so and it said that I was basically going to finish last in the league, and I would only win 3 games. Well, I started with a win. So maybe I'm going to lose all the rest of them, but I started with a win. And from my standpoint, it was very convincing. And of course, the guy who got me over the hump was Jaden Daniels. This guy looks nice to me.
Run in a minute. Yeah.
Yes. And he's, just like all the rest of these guys, I get scared seeing him run because of, you don't want him to get hurt. But because he ran for like 3 touchdowns or something like that. But I know he only got credit for 2. Say what?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't realize.
One got called back.
Okay.
One got called back. I forgot. I think it was a holding call or something crazy like that. But he got 2 rushing touchdowns.
Okay.
And
I was watching some highlights of that game actually literally like maybe an hour before we came on, and it's like he was very decisive in his runs, and he got down. So it's like he wasn't taking unnecessary hits, I'll say.
Yeah, like I said, the hits that he, and I say take, but I mean, it was the ones where he ran the touchdown, because he was right there. They were, he's getting in, he's going to get hit a little bit. But, he wasn't doing anything crazy or anything like that. No, it's like, man, I believe, and of course, I think it is your league, I have picked up, I have him, and I picked up Noah Brown.
Okay.
No. In your league, I just got him in.
Okay, no, I'm thinking of that league. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. But I picked up Noah Brown because the Texans dropped him. Washington picked him up. And I'm like, you know what? That might be a little something. So I'm still trying to figure whether or not I want to. I think I'm gonna have to see how it goes first before I actually put him in the lineup. But week 2 Superflex ratings. But yeah, so it was an interesting week. I gotta figure out a better method for watching games, because the thing that happens for me is that I fully watch the Titans game. That is when the Titans game is on. It's just like boom, that's it. I don't flip. I don't go anywhere. I'm just watching that game.
Okay.
And then after that, at least this week, what I did was I flipped straight to Red Zone, and just sat and watched Red Zone. And of course, I sulked a little bit too, because of course, I mean, and I don't normally do that, but it was so crazy. And like my wife's uncle was texting me the whole time, because he is a Bears fan.
Oh,
and he was hurting. He was just like, dude, I can't believe it.
Hurting too.
He was cursing basically Caleb Williams. Why did we waste this money? Blah blah blah. and then I said, but I'm sending a text back like, dude, look, I'm still not comfortable, because at halftime it was 17-3 or something like that.
3, yeah.
And so I was like, dude, I'm still not comfortable. And then it was just interception, and pick six. It was like, yeah, punt block. It's like, I'm like, did y'all forget anything or everything that y'all did in the first half? And it was just, and like I said, afterwards, I was just like, you know what, I'm, like I said, I flipped over to Red Zone, and I just sat there. And don't get me wrong, I did write down, like I sort of, I watch, I sit with my book and I watch. And I did write notes, and I do make notes and stuff like that. But I was not a happy camper at that point. I was sitting there like, you have got to be kidding me. But yeah, so like I said, I want to get my system a little better set. I had it set one way last year, and I need to get it set up again. Because what I was doing then is that I'd have Red Zone on one channel or one screen, have maybe a local game on TV, and then on the other screen have a game of interest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of have to. I was kind of watching 2 games at one time, because my wife is a Falcons fan.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're here in Atlanta, and she lived here majority of her life, so she's a Falcons fan. So we're watching Falcons, and I'm watching the Indy on the side, and so yeah, and just to flash back for a second, I just realized the people I had on the bench in our league, if I'd have played anything different, I'd have won. That's crazy. If I'd have played DJ Moore instead of Pittman, I'd have won. I actually took out San Francisco's defense and put in the Bengals defense, because I thought the Bengals would beat up on.
But they were supposed to, right?
They were supposed to. That's
they
why
were supposed to. The thing,
I got more points with San Francisco, which would have won me the game. I'm sorry.
I mean, no. But the thing about the Bengals, it's like, so what do you do with the Bengals this week? Because you can't. Can you trust them? It's like if you can't. I gotta look it up. But it's like if you can't beat the Patriots.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jake. But,
Jake.
But I can't. Like you said, if you can't beat the Patriots, I don't know.
Patriots went back to their old ways, playing defense and running the ball.
Let's see. Week two. Where are your Bengals? They play Kansas City. Oh no, you don't play them.
No.
You don't even. Yeah,
Matter of fact,
might want to
drop the Bengals.
I was going to say you probably should drop them. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Because I actually just picked them up for this week, just because San Francisco's playing the Jets. I thought Aaron Rodgers would, come back with Wilson and just, dot him up, but that didn't happen. So,
man, that's wild. So the other thing with Cincinnati is that T. Higgins apparently is still hurt.
Oh, really?
And not going to play. And so there's that. And then there is, I guess Chase is playing at this point. He's not sitting out. So
right. But hell, all they got to do is triple team Chase now.
Yeah, that's going to be a thing. And I do have Chase in the league. So here's the thing, and we'll talk about it when we can talk about it now. The thing is that waiver wire stuff, except in your league, which is wild for me, but waiver wire stuff takes place like at midnight Tuesday, right? So,
right,
we maybe we ought to shift the show up a day. I'm thinking, because then if we talk, because one of the things that I would have loved to have told people is that if you had Cleveland's tight end, who's now out, you should definitely, without a doubt, have picked up, I'm thinking, Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely had a great showing, and he didn't look. Yeah, the thing about that is that in most leagues, he went undrafted.
Really?
Yeah. In all four of the leagues that I was in, he was not drafted. I think in your league that I'm in with you, somebody picked him up, like I guess at the end of the game. Like they picked him up right away.
I'm sure they
did. Do that. We can do that with that league. But every other league, because I went and looked. Oh, I got graphics today too. I went and looked, and I was like, I made these lists of the top performers at each position, fantasy wise. You know what I mean? So it's just quarter. As a matter of fact, let's just go to it. Now, this is also based on the show league, because all leagues are different. But hold on a second, because this thing's going to. Man, I don't want it to play. But oh man, I flipped through it. So if you look at the screen now, I guess you should be. Then I went away from
quarterback.
But the quarterbacks. And so in our league, these are the top available quarterbacks that are on the waiver wire. So if you had Jordan Love, because of course we all know Jordan Love went down, and I really honestly, while I was watching that game on Friday, I thought to myself, okay, Ryan Tannehill will be in Green Bay by morning. And I was wrong, of course. Yeah, I was absolutely wrong, because they ended up saying that they were not going to pick anybody up.
So they're going to run with Malik?
They're going to run with Malik. I was actually shocked. I'm like, this is what we're doing. And apparently this is what we're doing. They're running with Malik. Now, I also believe, and Malik, I love you, but I think after Sunday, somebody's going to be up in Green Bay because the thing is that I can't see it. I can't see that this is just going to work for them. But we got so we have a 10-team league, and so in our league, the top 5 are Baker Mayfield, Derek Carr, Tua Tagovailoa, which I actually am like, wow, Tua's available, but whatever. Geno Smith, and then Matt Stafford. Now, Geno and Matt Stafford, they got less than 20. I mean, I don't think there's only one quarterback who went down. That was Jordan Love. I think, right? I believe that's true.
I think that, yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah, because let's see, I made that list too. Josh Allen has a hand issue, but I think he's okay. Yeah, I made that. I made the injury report list too.
Wait,
Russell Wilson has a calf strain.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but they started Fields, so
yeah, they started Fields, and it sounds as if it might be over for Russ already before things get going. But I'm thinking, like I said, now if you had Jordan Love, I mean, who would you pick up here?
The way that it looked this past week, I'd actually pick up Baker.
Yeah.
Well, no, I take that back. I definitely take Tua. Tua's the easier pick.
Okay.
Because he has more weapons.
Because of the weapons. Okay. I see that. So the Dolphins
Baker would be a very close second.
But the Dolphins play Buffalo, and they play Thursday. You wouldn't have any issue there. Tampa plays no. I think you're good.
Buffalo's defense didn't look all that great. They actually had to come back to win, and that was mostly because of Josh.
Yeah, and Tampa plays Detroit.
See, yeah, no, I definitely take
And of course, that you guys play Green Bay this week, right?
Yes. Hopefully that's an easy dub.
Dude.
Sorry, Malik, I like you, but
yeah, I'm gonna tell you, man. I feel like I got to look to see if I can actually pick up an Indy's defense.
Man, now that you mentioned, I was thinking the same thing.
I know we doing the show and everything, but Indy's defense. Because you remember, or you may not remember, but Malik Willis won a game in Tennessee, and I think he only threw like 2 passes.
It was one of those games. Derek or Henry rushed for every time.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, dude, really, and that's what it was. It was the Derrick Henry show. As a matter of fact, and while I'm saying this, I am literally looking at some waiver ads here. I'm going to go to the defense. Yep, there it is. Colts are available in this league. Let's see. I have the Jets in this league. And if, let's see if. Add players. Defense. Yeah, I may have to do some things tonight. Because you know what? Here's the other thing about that. I mean, dropping the Jets defense, what's going to happen? Somebody's going to grab them? Really? No.
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
Well, they might.
They might. If you had
That's
space.
what they're supposed to be. They might grab them.
Yeah. I may have to make some moves. My father-in-law. You know what? Here's a question, and I know that I'm the commissioner of a league. I didn't look at it particularly close, but is there a limit of how many transactions you can make, or do some people?
Not in my league.
Okay. I'm wondering if it would be like a default setting or something like that. Because
It may be, but I think I purposely changed it.
okay, because I know I'm looking and I'm thinking. I mean, my father-in-law has made, I don't know, just today, he's made at least 3 or 4 transactions.
Okay.
I mean, he's picked a guy up, dropped a guy, picked somebody else. Because he picked up, you guys have, I guess, a rookie wide receiver. Is his name like Adobe or Adoli or something?
Adonai Mitchell.
Adonai. Okay. I'm calling the boy Adobe. Adonai.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he picked him up. And then, of course, he also picked up, again, for those who don't know, Raheem Mostert is out for Thursday night, tomorrow night. He is not playing. And Devin Achan is questionable.
Really?
You know, he's questionable.
They have Wilson after that?
They have Jeff Wilson, and then they have, I guess, a rookie, Jalen Wright.
Right. They did pick up a rookie. He's another speed guy, I think.
Yeah.
It's like they have is speed in Miami.
Right. And so Jalen Wright is another, hot ad. I mean, if you're thinking about it, I looked at it and I actually have Achan in a league. And I actually went out to look to see about getting Jalen Wright. The only thing is that I'm like, do I really need him? He's a question mark. Would I really play him? Because I have, while I do have right now, Achan in my lineup, I'm going to know tomorrow before the game whether or not he's going to play. It's Thursday night, so I still have time, to find somebody else. And I have, Javonte Williams from Denver on my bench. And as far as running backs go, and who else do I have in that league? Let's see. That's a different one. Let's see. Let's repeat. Yeah, I have Spears, which I actually considered just dropping Spears for Jalen Wright. But the thing was, I was like, I'm dropping one question mark for another question mark. You know what I mean? It's like Tajay Spears didn't do much. I think he ended up with like 7 points or something, maybe. But he didn't do much in the game. It was a Tony Pollard show. And so, I was like, I don't know. Oh, and I'm sitting here and we're talking about this over and over again. I guess I could move on to the running back list. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm still not sure about picking him up. Like I said, I don't know that I would actually play him, and I don't know how much playing he's going to actually be into.
What's his name again? Right? Because I'm actually looking in one of my
Jalen. Yeah, Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright.
Because I have holes in my lineup, so.
Oh, okay.
I probably wouldn't mind picking up Wright.
I'm reading
so Mostert is out and
Mostert is out. He's questionable. And, the way they were saying it, it was like, there was a good chance he wasn't going to play. Look, I'm on the screen now. Let me read the questionable tag. Y'all know I can't read. Heads in week 2, Thursday night against the Bills with an ankle concern, is what they're saying. Yeah, the short week, for a speed guy too. That's
right.
Yeah. So they're not saying much and just, just needs to be trusted scoring. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I think a question, just we go in with the McCaffrey situation. I think, the difference is this is Thursday night as opposed to Monday night. So,
Right.
It's just a better situation. And like I said, I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch this very carefully though, and be all over this stuff tomorrow. Because if he seems, if I keep hearing that he's gonna be limited or anything like that, I think I'm gonna have to take him out, play Williams. I don't have a lot of running backs though, but I got so many wide receivers. It's ridiculous. And in this league, I did again this morning. I picked up Isaiah Likely. I had Njoku, and
I had Mark Andrews in one of my leagues, so he did nothing.
Yeah. The other thing with Mark Andrews, because what do you have, 1 or 2 catches or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
There was one play where he got. He caught the ball. I want to say he got hit or something, but he got up. He looked a little shaky.
Yeah,
it was a weird look. I was like, dude, what's going on there? And then, of course, he didn't. He wasn't the Mark Andrews that I was expecting. Nope. And that was like, dude, come on. Speaking of Ravens and things I was not expecting.
Derrick Henry.
Yes. Derrick.
I think that was in the play calling though.
Yeah. And I want to see how, of course, they say that Harbaugh is like, look, gone are the days where Derrick Henry is going to carry the ball 30 times. Guess what? I don't really need him to carry the ball 30 times. But what I don't need, this is what I see as a Titans fan. I'm looking at Derrick Henry, and I see, as a matter of fact, hold on a second. I'm going to go back to, let's go back to this scene. I see that they are, at least in this first game, they used him exactly how Tennessee used him.
Yeah.
It's like
you knew it was going to be a run or you knew it was going to be a pass.
Right. It's like, if all we do is put him in the game when we're going to run the ball, then guess what? He's never going to do anything. And the downside of this is that, so in the, because I do have him in a league, I purposely picked Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry. I had the 10th pick in that draft. And so I got them both at the, just basically at the same time on the turn.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? I believe that these guys can have big seasons. And then Thursday night happened, and I was like, oh no, I may have made a big mistake. And of course, then Friday happened, and I was like,
yes. Right?
Yeah, I was like, yes. I said, man. And of course, Jay Mad, who was on like the first couple of shows, had told me already. He was like, dude, he said, Saquon was a good pick, but you should have taken Pacheco with that next pick. You should have. That's who. If you were going to get 2 running backs, those are the 2 you should have got. So he was right. I was wrong. I know. But I'm thinking, I still believe if they stop taking Henry out, in quote unquote passing situations, then they'll be better off. I mean, because the thing is that if you got 3rd down, and I mean, you're telling people that when Henry's in the game, you're going to run the ball. So if it's 3rd and short,
yeah, especially 3rd and short.
Right, 3rd and short, we got a play action that's got to be killer. Zay
Right.
Flowers can, streaking up the field. You got Isaiah Likely, running across right underneath. I mean, you're going to get that first down one way or the other. But if you obviously take him out, the defense is going to back up a little bit. They're going to play better coverage. It's just I'm hoping that Harbaugh saw the Philadelphia game. He saw that Philadelphia game and was like, you know what? Our guy can be similar to that. Because the thing is that, Derrick Henry, he can catch the ball. People keep saying he can't catch the ball. He can catch the ball. But in order for it to be most effective, he's not a wide receiver. He's a big dude.
No,
he can't be back here catching the ball and stuff like that. You put it out in front of him, let him run to it, and once he runs to it, I feel bad for who's ever in front of him.
Right, because he's already got a head of steam.
Exactly. That's I don't even know what that is. Something failed. Oh well. I guess I'll figure it out later. But that's the thing. You can't just use them like that. I don't know. I felt like that was a bad thing for them to do. They threw the Flowers a lot. I know Isaiah Likely had the scoring and stuff like that. But it seemed at times that they threw to a little bit. It's like they got out of their game plan. It was just like dude, in the playoffs. Yeah, it's like what is going on here? You have all these weapons, and you have weapons. Yes. I'm look, they got, like you said, you got Andrews, you got Likely. Take a page out of that old school Patriots handbook. You put them guys on the right. Got Derrick Henry in the backfield, and you guys Zay Flowers and Bateman for that matter.
Right.
Send them out. You can either decide whether or not you're gonna run, keep one of them tight ends in to block. Let them hit that corner. Something. There's so many things that I feel like they can do, and I'm still hopeful that those things can happen. Okay, so also, and I know, look, I'm everywhere. I did note that your shirt and your headband is actually green. So that was what the deal was with, because I turned off the chroma key.
Oh, okay.
And so it stopped doing it. And then, but when I had the chroma key on, it showed black. So then when I turned it off, it's like, oh, it says green. There it is. That's the reason. Because that was the thing that I did earlier. I was messing around with the digital green screen, because I was like, well, maybe it'd be easier for us when we put when I go to some of the other scenes if we just use the green screen. But and I was like, whatever, we'll be all right. I think I moved some of the screens just down low or something like that. But yeah, those were what I did. There's actually all these notes that I took about that. Jordan Love gets hurt. He's going to be out like 4 weeks. And so they play the Colts, the Titans, the Vikings, and then the Rams. I honestly believe that you guys are going to eat them alive on Sunday.
Unless they run all over us like Mixon did.
Oh, and I do have Jacob somewhere too, and it's like, look, I am hopeful for that. I hope not. And yes, obviously, but yeah. So but the thing is that what I believe is going to happen. Watch any tape you want of Malik Willis. He's not throwing the ball down the field. So So that box is going to be stacked. And you know what? I so wish I knew. I want to say that Tennessee played, I think they played Houston, and of course, before CJ, with Malik Willis. And that was that game that they won with him. But I don't get it. I'm telling you, I'm going back to this thing with Lamar and Derrick Henry. It's like if Derrick Henry can basically win a game with Malik Willis, he should be able to win a game with Lamar Jackson. I mean,
I think so.
That's just wild to me. Can't get over it. How do you feel about Xavier Worthy? I know how you feel. Tell the audience how you feel about Xavier Worthy.
So he's what I thought he would be. Is why I was actually trying to get him in a couple of drafts. I did happen to get him in mine. Worked out for me because I played him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's what I thought he would be, and it's like he's only going to get better, in my opinion. He's just going to be like, I won't say he'll be like Tyreek, but he'll be a threat like Tyreek. I'll put it that way. If you remember back when he was with KC, they used him. Plus, he got Reed at coach, so he knows how to put people in position to win, basically. That was one of the biggest reasons I picked him, because of the team he went to and just because he's fast as hell.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I guess what was it? The first play he had was that the end around or something?
Yeah,
like
just
that?
the end around. And he just outran everybody. He's like just cut straight through them.
That's just wild. You know,
the other one, I think it was just a busted defense. They lost him.
Yeah. But you know, the other thing is that I of course obviously watched that game, and at the end of the game, you know, they're standing there and they're talking to him. I was like, dude, I never felt so old in my life. It's like, dude, it's like he looked so young. I was like, man. It's like I think my wife said it's like he looks like he's in high school.
He does.
It's like, man. And I feel like he didn't look that young at the combine. It was like it was weird. It was just I'm just looking at him like, dude, really? It's like somebody gave this kid a uniform and said, hey, go stand next to Pat over there. It's like, I mean, you know, it's like, what? So, but I couldn't believe that. Oh yeah, so where's Travis Kelce? I mean, come on, man.
He disappeared too. Yeah.
They said the only tight end that did anything was Isaiah Likely. No tight ends did
much, actually. Yeah. No. He caught a touchdown, but he wasn't like
a touchdown.
Yeah, he caught like one other pass and a touchdown.
So, like, you know, I told you I made these lists with all these guys, and at tight end, the two top tight ends available that were available were both from New Orleans, and neither of them was Taysom Hill.
Really?
You know, like that's crazy, right? It's like okay, if you hear tight end, you know, getting points in New Orleans, you think Taysom.
Taysom Hill because he's running all over the place.
Exactly, and neither of these guys were Taysom Hill. It was crazy. I have
they must have changed their game plan then.
Yeah, let's see if
must not have used Taysom as much.
Yeah, it was Foster Moreau and Juwan Johnson.
Yeah,
Foster Moreau. I think what happened with Foster is that he got hurt, but he had 14.3 points.
Yeah, so I know he got a touchdown.
And then Juwan Johnson had 10.8. Looks like 10.8 points. So, I mean. But you know, two guys from the same team and not the obvious choice.
Right.
It was like the week for the other guy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure. Well, I won't say I'm pretty sure. I don't remember Olave getting Like I don't
No,
remember hearing his name much.
it wasn't. He
The
had
two tight ends and what's it? Rashid
uh Rashid
Shaheed.
Shaheed. Yeah, Shaheed.
Yeah, Shaheed Rashid. Yeah,
Yeah.
him. He had a few points.
So, but yeah, and then I think what New Orleans put up 47 or something crazy.
Yeah, it's like just about everybody was going to score in that
Yeah.
game. So,
They
so
were,
like those tight ends, I don't know if I would count on because, like I said,
Joe.
they played the Panthers.
Okay,
So,
we got Joe in the chat here. Who to start in my flex? DK or Aaron Jones? And then he's got Debo or Cup, and running backs ETN or Bijan. Wow.
yeah, you got a nice. Like, can you start all of them?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
like,
first things first.
Like, out of all of those, I'd probably sit DK.
Yeah,
and that's crazy to say, but I probably would.
Could you not start Debo and Cup, Joe?
Yeah, I'll start Debo and Cup and got ETN and Bijan at running back and Aaron Jones at flex.
Yeah, that it's a 12-team standard, but I mean, I don't even. But shoot, 12 teams. You picked up.
Yeah, I don't know how you got all that with 12 teams.
Man, because I'm pretty sure, Joe, and I'm wondering if you took Bijan first round, obviously.
See, I play Aaron Jones at flex, sit DK.
Yeah, just sit DK. Who does Seattle play this week?
Yeah, that's another good question.
I think we just Seattle plays. They came down to buy now. There they go. They play New England. Oh no.
Oh, there's a sneaky New England.
Oh, he says, okay. Oh, okay. He was just telling us. Okay, so he's playing a wide receiver. He's playing Cup and Debo, and he's playing ETN and Bijan. So those he's already playing. Okay.
Yeah, Aaron Jones.
All right, I got you. Yeah, let's just go Aaron Jones then. I think Minnesota is playing. Yeah, Minnesota's playing. Minnesota's playing San Francisco.
Okay, let's rethink that.
Yeah. Hold everything. Okay, you got Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones versus San Francisco, or DK versus New England.
New
So the question is, was New England a fluke, or was just Cincinnati just rusty?
Man, what did DK do this week though?
I don't think he did much.
I don't think he did much.
I think it was mostly. Let me see. San
Francisco just played the Jets. What did Brees do? Was it Brees or Bryce Hall?
Yeah, he didn't do a lot.
He didn't do a lot either.
They had like one good drive.
You know what? I think I'm still going with Aaron Jones. I think I'm still going Aaron Jones because
let's see.
Aaron Donald
did win.
Yeah, they did win.
They played Denver.
They played Denver. Two, DK didn't do much. Like, was Gino looking for him? How many touches did he get?
I don't know. See, DK got 3 catches, 29 yards.
Yeah, see.
He was targeted 4 times. So 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
Lockett was the go-to guy in that game.
Yeah. If it's me, I think I'm still going. I'm going with Aaron Jones. I think I'm still going Aaron Jones in the flex. Because
I can see that.
Because I think that Aaron Donald seemed to spread the ball out around a little bit, which means you didn't have to focus. You know, San Francisco can't just, tee off on Aaron Jones. And I mean, he had a pretty decent game last week, I think.
Yeah, Donald, he looked good.
So I think I'm going. It's a good question, but I think I'm going Aaron Jones.
Yeah, they'd probably stick with Aaron Jones.
Yep. So there you go, Joe. We say Aaron Jones. Our vote is Aaron Jones. And we'll be watching. As a matter of fact, I'm going to write this down. We picked Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones over DK. It's greater than DK. Week 2. All right. So Joe, how did you do this past week? Did you win your game? You lose your game? Was it close? What was the score? But man, yeah, that
94 yards and a touchdown.
94 yards and
stats this past week. Yeah,
See,
but they also play the Giants, so.
Oof. Oh. No, I don't know. You know, the thing is that I think I'm more trusting of the running back against a better team. Well, you know what? Hold on. Because here's the problem. The problem is that if Minnesota's playing from behind, which they likely will be. Is Aaron Jones a pass catcher out of the backfield? I think he is.
He actually is.
Yeah, I think he is.
He caught a lot of passes.
So he's not. Back. So he's not going to. You know, they're not pulling him out because they're down. They can still play with them. Okay, it's that whole Giants thing is crazy. But yeah, so I'm thinking I'm still on Aaron Jones. I'm trying to figure out a reason not to go Aaron Jones, but I don't. DK. What did we say Seattle was playing? I know they're playing New England.
Yeah,
and it's not necessarily that I'm scared of New England. What I'm nervous about is DK's usage. Because I could see Seattle going Kenneth Walker III heavy against New England. And, yeah. And then they try to go dink and dunk.
Cincinnati only had 70 rushing yards against New England.
Did they?
But they don't have a quote-unquote premier back. They have Zach Moss and Chase Brown as
Chase Brown. Backs. Yeah.
So that's kind of a downgrade from having Mixon back there.
Yeah. Speaking of Mixon, my brother-in-law, we were doing the middle of that draft, and he's like, "Hey, is Joe Mixon supposed to be any good?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
As this last game showed.
So he was, suffice to say, he was on my brother-in-law's bench on Sunday.
Really?
Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, let me just pull up his team. See who he's got.
They play the Colts, and he ran all over the Colts, so I know that much. Yeah, about 140 something yards. Touchdown, I think.
Oh my goodness.
And a couple catches.
Joe says he won 143 to 72. He said he also has Jaden Daniels.
72, good God.
Man.
Jay Daniels. Okay.
Jaden
Jerome
Daniels is
Ford.
like he beat
And
Jerome
J.K.
Ford.
Dobbins. Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he got
And Jake
everybody.
Moody. You had everybody that went well.
He's got.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
had
the
everybody that did
kicker.
well.
Oh my goodness, dude. And the Jets
Yeah,
defense.
everybody has did well.
But he's got the Jets defense. And
But
then
you
he
used
picked
Seattle.
But he
But you
used Seattle.
Smart man.
Smart man.
Smart
I
man.
did the same thing in one league. If you were here earlier, I didn't do the smart thing in another league. I had the Jets defense and lost. But yeah, okay. Well, it looks like you're off to a good start.
Right. So we should be asking you for help.
Man, I know that's right, too. Jaden Daniels. You know what? This is crazy. This is a 12-team league, but don't get me wrong. I mean, Jerome Ford, J.K. Dobbins, you could have got them in what?
Right.
Now
those
15th round, 14th round, or something like that.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels, you probably could have got around round 10, though, right? I mean,
now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, those are actually some like decent.
These are all like late pickups. He got
like he's a late pickup.
He got crazy value for that. I am so happy I did not make that trade last week. I actually did send in. I was going to take Puka and
I remember.
Well, I was trying to take Puka and Kamara for Garrett and I want to say it was another. Oh, I think I was offering Williams or something, but I knew he wanted Garrett, and so I'm like, okay. I'm just thinking, all right, it'll hurt a little bit for you, and we both get a little bit out of it. And he wanted to get rid of Puka, he really did, but he never responded. And actually, I'm glad now. I am very happy. Joe, this is an amazing team you have put together here.
Kudos.
Yeah. I mean, that's wild. I'm admiring your handiwork there. But yeah, so that's just, but all in all, I am still going Aaron Jones. Play Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I would still stick with Aaron.
And the way you've been putting up points, look like you're gonna win anyway. It don't matter. But my brother-in-law, who had Joe Mixon and still right now has Joe Mixon on his bench, at running back he has JT and Kyron Williams, and it's flex. He's got Nico Collins. I get it. But I'm thinking at this point, you may have. They play Philadelphia. Is that right? No, they don't. They play Chicago. Yeah, looking at what Tony Pollard did in the first half. I think you play Joe Mixon. I mean, you got to play him. Everyone in our league was too high on Puka, but this is Cup season, baby. So, are you a Rams fan, Joe? Are you a Rams fan? I'm just curious. And if not, what team are you a fan of? Let us know, man. But here's the other thing, and and if my brother-in-law's listening, look, man, I'm sorry. I just don't understand it. During this draft, his starting quarterback is Dak Prescott. Good. That's, all good. Like it. On his bench, he has Jordan Love. That sucks. He's out. We know it. Justin Herbert. Oh, man. What? And Jared Goff.
That's right. You did say he had 4 quarterbacks.
He drafted 4 quarterbacks.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you cannot. I mean, he made it further than I did last year. But I'm like, dude, you got 4 quarterbacks.
You can probably get rid of Love and Herbert right now.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that I'm not going to, because the idea, of course, is that you want to, man, he's loaded at running back too, though. I'm looking at that now too. He has JT and Kyron Williams, but on his bench, like I say, he's got Joe Mixon and he's got J.K. Dobbins.
Wow.
That's good. Okay, he says, no, sir, not a fan of teams, but a fan of players and volume.
Oh, so he's a true fantasy fan.
He is a fantasy guy. Okay. Well, Joe, look, I need you to hit that subscribe button. You gotta go ahead and click that. If you're gonna be somebody, we probably gonna talk. But yeah, so I mean, the thing about drafting like multiple quarterbacks, because of course what he says is that somebody's going to get hurt. One of his quarterbacks got hurt, but somebody's going to get hurt and somebody's going to need a quarterback. But the thing about that is, it's like, yeah, I see that, but I also can't play. You can only play one of them.
Right.
So, and you're holding three others, and you're holding three other quarterbacks that I don't have to worry about. Like, I don't have to play against any of them. Even if they're great, I don't have to play against them. So, and
it's great trade bait, though.
He's got to try it. He's got to put it out there, but it looks like, because like I said, the only Josh Allen had an injury. Jordan Love, of course, is out, and I think Baker Mayfield is probably what everybody picked up. I guess you could, but he has Jordan Love. So he can't even make a deal there. He had Jordan Love.
He can make a deal. Somebody will take him for the end of the season.
Who, Jordan Love?
Yeah. It's like Jordan Love and Herbert are good trade bait.
Well, I'm sure he'll put it out there. Let's see. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, so did I have – oh, nothing happened there. Okay. So, yeah, that was very interesting. Man, he actually – this is just crazy. I keep looking up at his team. He also has Brian Robinson Jr.
Really? He's got trade-baited running backs, too.
So the only
J.K. Dobbins.
The only wide receiver he has on his bench is Jerry Jeudy. And he's stuck. Okay, he's going to get stuck here. He's got DJ Moore and he's got T. Higgins. T. Higgins is not playing this week. And he's got Nico Collins, though. So
okay, he's good.
Yeah, man. And I guess
I have a big bench.
Well, we got it's the ESPN league, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots on the bench.
Okay,
it's almost like another team.
Yeah, I was like, okay, you must have a really big bench. Okay, so I'm not used to big benches. All the leagues I play in, we have small benches.
Yeah, I know. I was looking today, like, dude, do I really want to drop? And then I was like, nah. I got to stay where I am. I don't want to, because I know the thing is like with 4 spots on the bench, I can't hold a backup quarterback. Like, I got to get that quarterback when I need him and just when I need him. So
I play the opposite way. I keep one backup quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and then the other one is just whatever I choose. But like, you think my league's bad? This other league I'm in only has 3 bench spots. So,
wow, man, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just used to leagues with small benches. So when I have these leagues with great big benches, I don't know what to do with myself.
That's true. Because, like I said, it's almost like you got to hold. I was looking at my own team. Let's see. Let me look at my own team, and it may not have been this league. But I was thinking, like, man, I almost just got a whole nother squad on the bench. I don't think it was this team. No, it wasn't this team. But yeah, you end up with like almost a whole nother squad there. Man. Let's see. Rinse and repeat. Let's see. Yeah, this was the one. I had all these guys on here. But it's weird. I don't know. I think I did just drop somebody, but I do like having the IR spot. I do like that.
I kind of like that.
Because
it's safe. Yeah.
Man, I was sitting here. The game was about to come on. Of course, I'm watching like ESPN, and I was like, and then they say, breaking news or whatever they say. It's like Chris McCaffrey is out for the game. It's like, oh man. So I knew you had him, and I was like, he's got him in 2 leagues. I know he does because we talked about it already. Yep. I was like, let me tell him because something else.
Yeah, killed me in one league, and I actually saved myself in another. So,
let me ask this question, and I'm gonna ask it online, but I'm just asking. In our league, we are also playing in a. Is it a fantasy? It's not fantasy. What is the Madden league that we're playing in?
Oh yeah, it's just
considered.
It's not fantasy. It's just it's like everybody pretty much picked their favorite teams.
Yeah, it's just like a Madden.
Yeah, it's just a league.
Just
play full season.
So now you said that I do need to stream that game, right? I need to at least have it available. Okay, so I will likely then stream it this evening on Twitch. Same name. If you care to watch me get beat by the Jets, so. That's going to be what that is. But yeah, so I'm just like, man, I don't know. So I think all in all, I had a pretty good week. I think, like I said, 2-2. The games that, my father-in-law beat me. I think he was supposed to win anyway. And then, I had one of these leagues with a cousin who, I mean, it wasn't even close. It wasn't even a thing. It wasn't even a thing where I was like, oh, I got it. No, he was supposed to win. He was going to win. I'm going to see what was the score of that game. Let's look. And this is actually in the show league. Let's see. Well, he didn't dominate me, though. It was 116.72 to 114.22. Oh, you know what? This is what happened. So I think I finished on Sunday night, and I had 114.22. And he had Deebo Samuel, who was going to play, left to play. And the way that it actually read, I am, I guess, sort of salty about this loss. The way that it read was he was supposed to get 114.21. I had 14.22. So he was supposed to lose by 0.01. You lost by 0.06. He was supposed to lose by 0.01. Mm-hmm. And in reality, I just feel like had Christian McCaffrey played, I would have won. I just like, because, they asked Debo to do different things, right, whether or not Christian's in the game.
Yeah, because he was in the backfield a little more.
Right. And so if Christian McCaffrey had played and he was healthy, then Debo probably wouldn't have gotten, let's see, how many points did Debo get?
Yes, Debo ended up with a touchdown.
This is 18.7. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was supposed to get 16.2. So those 2 points, are the difference basically in me winning or losing. But But I think in the beginning he was set to beat me, and then I think I started getting my hopes up a little bit, so I was a little salty, I guess, with that. But all right, we're going on an hour 20 minutes here.
Get in a couple picks.
Yes, we could definitely get some picks in. Let's get some picks in.
Right.
So
wanna try the whole week, or just want to?
Yeah, let's just
night.
Let's just go through it. We got the list up now. We can be officially unofficial. I'll go back and watch. Oh, sub already, bro. Y'all feeling Bowers? I got offered likely for Bowers. Fluke, you think? Ooh.
I would probably keep Bowers.
Yeah, I don't. Here's the thing. I picked up likely this week, just waiver ad, but I don't think I would trade for likely. I don't think I'd do it. It's all good and everything, but yeah,
I feel Andrews will start getting more touches eventually, but I also feel the same for Bowers. I saw how they used him just a little bit. I didn't watch the whole game, but I saw how they used him a little bit. And I think Bowers is going to get a bigger role. Even though they still got Mayer, I think they could do like wonders. Like you were saying with the 2 tight end set, I think Raiders is in the same position.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think you hold on to Bowers. I don't think you let that go. And it's not. And here's the thing: it's not that I think it's a fluke.
That's not a fluke. It's just they were having to play from behind, so I think he got more passes than he normally would have.
Girlfriend, you showed up at the. I mean, we were literally. Well, you know what? You're here in time to do the picks. We're going to do some picks. Hold on a second. Just stand by. Just stand by. Hold on a second. Let me get you in the show because we can hear you. But we're on the air. Hold on a second. Hold on. They can't hear you. Right? Because I'm putting you in right now. You got to give me a little time. This is not instant coffee, man. Oh, so now you need a second, see?
Okay, put me in, coach. Put me in.
All right. You're in now.
So yes, for everybody, we're not crazy. We're talking to somebody else.
That's true. It's like, dude, we're just having this conversation. It's like, but who were they talking to? But yeah. So let's see.
All right. So let's pull up the games.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up, and so I'm probably because I'm not necessarily. Well, I guess I am. Here we go. You know what I need to do is print out the schedule. But I feel like we'll just go through them. I'll watch the show back and write everything down.
All right.
Okay. So, girlfriend, are you ready? Are you saying goodnight? Or you? No, she's muted.
All right.
She's muted. We'll start.
First game.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo, Miami.
In Miami.
I'm taking Miami.
You're taking Miami? I'm actually taking Buffalo.
Believe in Super Josh. All right.
I do. I believe in Josh. In Josh, I believe. Are you laughing at us? She is dying about something. She says, wait a minute.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to move on. We're going to keep going.
Okay, she's on the phone. All right. So we got, I'm not sure what site you're looking at.
I'm on ESPN.
Okay, so you probably see New Orleans, Dallas next.
Yep.
All right. So speaking of flukes, do you believe New Orleans was a fluke, or was it just because they was playing the Panthers?
I believe it was because they were playing the Panthers. I'm going Dallas. I'm picking Dallas. Yeah, I'm picking Dallas. Look, if they do it again, then I'll be in.
Right.
But no. I mean, I think Dallas is just a better team. And again, Dad, shout out to my pops who is a Cowboys fan, but and not that I'm a big fan of the team, but yeah, I'm going Dallas there. You got Detroit, Tampa. Yeah, talk about some flukes.
Right, that should be a good one.
Both ways here because Detroit didn't look good last week, and Tampa looked amazing.
Right.
So, man.
I think I'm going to go with Detroit.
Are you going with Detroit? I think I'm leaning Detroit myself. I think Detroit, they talk about and I know it's only the second game of the season, but it'll be their get-right game.
Right. I just like how they finished because they did go to overtime, and they finished strong in overtime.
Yeah. Okay, so Indy, Green Bay. So I know you're picking Green Bay, right?
No. Especially the loves out. No, I'm definitely going Indy.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this is easy. That's definitely going Indy.
It's not that easy because if they don't shore up their run defense, then they'll get run all over like they did the last game. But I'm still going Indy.
See, here's the problem, and I don't know. I'm not saying that Green Bay's line is horrible, but I think Malik Willis in that backfield, running around, because that's what he does. He runs around, and I think there's going to be some sacks. So much so that we talked about this earlier. I think I may have to go find a couple of leagues where I can pick up Indy's defense for this Green Bay.
I already picked them up in mine. So
did you? You already picked them up?
Yep.
So, but yeah, I'm considering that for sure. So yeah, I'm going to Indy. You're going to Indy.
Jets in Tennessee.
Jets in Tennessee.
You think the Jets bounce back, or you think Tennessee will actually hold on to a lead this time?
So this is actually a little tough for me. Now, my heart, of course, wants to say Tennessee. So that's my why. Right. My head says, dude, just pick the Jets and move on because the defense.
Hey, y'all. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
They're going to tee off on them. Hold up. Let me do something.
They can't hear me still?
No, they can hear you. Everybody can hear you.
Hey. Hello there.
You just at the top of the volume, man.
Oh, okay, so about my picks, I gotta do some moving around.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Are you talking about your team?
You're talking about your team.
Yeah, she's talking.
I think my team did pretty good.
Did you win or did you lose?
I won.
Yeah, she won.
Wow.
Wait, don't say it like that. Oh, she won. This is my first fantasy football, and I won.
Congratulations. I'll say that.
It was a convincing win.
You won dreadful, didn't you?
No, I lost. No,
it's a sore.
Did you win?
No, I did not win. I lost 2.
Okay, so I'm by 2.
Yeah, I did. I lost by 2. And
yes,
Jeff, did you tell her how much you lost by?
Yes, I lost by 0.06.
Yeah.
What? Oh my! Oh, that'll make me mad.
Yes, it made me mad. I'd rather got blown out to see it.
Wait, what's your team? Wait, what's your team?
Hellraiser.
So, yeah, you won. Like you said, she did win convincingly, 136.56 to 119.28.
She won by about 17. Won by about 20. Actually, dominated. He got the highest score in the league.
Yeah, he did. He did in the other league as well. Yeah, he did.
Oh,
He did.
he had 90.72 and they had 90.78. Miss Cheryl, oh my God. That's who you went up against?
Yes.
Oh, the ladies rock. Is Miss Cheryl listening?
Yeah.
I don't know if she is or not, but she's out there.
Hey, I don't sleep on ladies because I have ladies in my league and
That's right.
they dominate as well. So I do not underestimate the ladies.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna pause the. Let's see. Let's go back to this. Boom, boom, and let's wipe that. Because I have your team pulled up here.
So yes, what's your questions?
So here is. I'm actually I have the game that you won pulled up. Let me see. Can I set this up a little bit? So if you were watching YouTube, which you should be, I don't understand why you wouldn't be. But I gotta move. Dreadful. So what's the question?
Yeah, she really should only have one question.
What is your question? Mm-hmm. It's all about you, man.
Oh, thanks. So I wanted to move. Who did I wanted to move? I wanted to move
Jamison Williams
Jameson up and move
in place of
down.
St. Brown.
See, that's dangerous.
Brown.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Leave it alone.
yeah. So here's the thing. I'm looking at it. Obviously, Jameson Williams had a good day, and St. Brown. Yeah, St. Brown didn't have such a good day. But
that is correct.
But if you look at the depth chart, let's go with it like this. St. Brown is the number one.
That's not the norm, right?
Yeah, St. Brown is the number one wide receiver. Mm-hmm. Is Jameson number two? Is he the two?
I believe so.
I'm not even 100% sure he's the two.
He may be the three, actually.
Yeah, he may actually be the three. Let me click on that. Depth chart, yeah. No, he's a two. He's a two.
He's two? Okay.
Yeah. Khalif Raymond is three.
Okay. But again, that's not the norm.
Yeah. So yeah, you
come on, you can get more catches or at least more targets.
If you look at, I mean, and I like I said, I guess I have your team here. And I'll pull up this. So looking at the team now, St. Brown this week is set to get, looks like 18 points there.
18.3.
And Jameson Williams, they say 12.1. And who do they play against? Tampa Bay. I guess, to be honest, I guess both of these things can be true. But it's more like it's more likely than not that Jared Goff will look for St. Brown than it is that he would look for Jameson Williams. Ooh, excuse me. Because of the past, because of history. History says so. So St. Brown is their everything wide receiver unless he's hurt, and he's not hurt. I just think now here's the thing: it's your team. It's your team. Dang. It is absolutely your team. We have our own teams. So if you want to move them,
y'all are experts. I'm going off of y'all. Y'all are experts. So
we both lost. So by name,
yeah, I was gonna say, of the three of us, you're the only one who won. So, but I will say this: that we did advise you last week about moving Jay Daniels over Dak Prescott, and that seemed lucrative for you.
But I'm glad I did. I did.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
That was a good move.
And you should definitely keep
him on the
him.
bench.
No, you should keep him in. Jaden Daniels. They're playing the Giants this week, so that's going to be another good one, I believe.
Buffalo, Cook.
Yeah.
They all did pretty good. Even they all did.
Yeah,
I'm proud of them.
I wouldn't jump. The thing is that from my standpoint, I wouldn't jump and panic, as they say, and grab and move Jameson Williams into St. Brown slot. I think you stand by. I'm looking at your team. The Chargers are playing Carolina. Here's the thing. I don't believe, even if Amon St. Brown puts up another egg, I still think you're likely to win this week. I mean, you got Jaden Daniels, who's playing the Giants. You got the Chargers defense going up against Carolina, which should be like a scoring fest.
And Miami playing Buffalo, so you already know what that's.
Well, you have oh, you know what, dude? How's the weather down there?
It was raining today, but it's not like they said it's coming, but I guess it must have came and went. But I heard right now it's in Louisiana. It's pouring.
Right. It's past you. It's already. It should be past you already.
Mm-hmm. It rained a little bit.
Probably
today.
headed this way then.
Joe has okay. Hey, Joe says, personal opinion, keep St. Brown in. He's a lineup lock, no matter what. That's right. Okay. It's week 1. Everyone is getting their feet wet. So that's Joe in the chat. I agree with him.
Joe.
I agree with Joe.
I agree with him. I agree because that's the thing. St. Brown, you can't. Yeah, you can't.
But just put things in perspective. Last season, St. Brown was the third, well, at least in this league that we're in, was the third wide receiver as far as fantasy points in the entire, out of all wide receivers. Just to put it in perspective.
So you got a great look. You were. I mean, we got your team pulled up here. I mean, you got Jamar Chase, you got St. Brown, you got Malik Neighbors. You know, you got a good wide receiver core, and I don't even look at
She has Chase too.
She's got Chase and St. Brown. I think. I want to say she had the 10th pick, and she got them both on the turn. Yeah, she got them both on the turn.
Chase played for Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
They playing Kansas City.
Yeah, but it's still Jamar Chase. But you know what? Now I take that back because T. Higgins is not playing, and T. Higgins is the number 2 wide receiver in Cincinnati, but he's hurt. Ooh. Excuse me, y'all. So
what is Lloyd Green Bay? He has a Q by his name.
Love.
Is it a Q or O?
Love.
You said Lloyd? It's Love. Where you?
Lloyd. What are you looking at?
Marshawn, running back for Green Bay. He's on my team at the bottom.
Oh wow!
Oh, he must be like 3rd string running back.
Yeah, I think he's a rookie.
Not gonna play him.
Oh, he a rookie?
I think he's a rookie.
Yeah, he probably.
Now, I think I'm not saying you don't have to. I wouldn't necessarily get rid of him.
No, I wasn't gonna move him. I was just asking about him
because he. I think the word is that if anything happens to I think he's actually supposedly behind Jacobs. Yeah, I think they're expecting big things from him. That's the thing. let me see where he falls on the depth chart, though.
Dreadful, don't you have a one of my Steelers player on your team or no?
I have your running back. Najee Harris.
Oh yeah,
At least I think I do. Yeah, I think it's this league I have him. I know I have him. I just don't remember which league. I'm pretty sure it's this league.
Depth chart.
Just check it now.
Yeah, Marshawn Lloyd is a number 2. He's number 2 running back.
Okay.
Right behind Josh Jacobs. So he'll likely get some run, but
yeah, he's
who is Blake?
A good player to keep on your bench.
Is he a rookie too?
Blake Corum, that's a running back out of for the Rams. Yeah, he's behind. He's running behind Kyron Williams. Yeah, Kyron Williams. That is so I'm gonna tell you this. So Marshawn Lloyd, Blake Corum, these are guys that we're gonna call them handcuffs. Basically, what these guys are. You got those guys on your bench right now, just in case the guy in front of them gets hurt. Because Josh Jacobs is going. I mean, we're gonna see what he's gonna try to do Sunday against the Colts. But my thing is that I think the likelihood is that they're going to try to run him to death.
Who got Jacobs?
To be honest, I think I may have Jacobs.
So did y'all teams win? Did the Colts win?
Nah.
Yeah, no.
We fell short. The Titans fell short.
Well, we barely won, so I mean, don't feel bad.
Please. I mean, guess what? Y'all won well enough to consider getting rid of
Wilson.
Yeah.
Triple threat. There you are. I mean, thinking about getting rid of Wilson. So
I don't know why they got him in the first place.
So they may, look, they got to do what they got to do. They're going to have to. Do they have a third quarterback on that team?
Let me see.
Because you got to. I mean, they're not going to walk with it with just 2.
Could always pick up Tannehill.
Always pick up Tannehill. Tannehill is the most requested, not paid quarterback right now. Anytime something happens, just get Tannehill. and he's sitting over there like, dude, please get me somebody. I need a check. I mean, So
did what's the name? Did Tomlin say he was gonna get rid of because I ain't been watching the news. Did he say he think about getting rid of Wilson?
No. So I heard about. I heard it today while I was working. I wasn't even listening to radio. Somebody had walked into the lab and was like, "Hey, I heard they're gonna get rid of Russell." So it could have just been nothing. But the problem is that Russell Wilson is an older quarterback, and the idea was that if he started the season, then fine. He'll start the season. Justin Fields will get a little comfortable and he can learn a little bit here and there. And then, he could probably take over at the end of the season. But Russell got hurt. And so Russell being hurt, that ends up being a thing where, Fields is already playing. It's like, what's the point in taking Fields out if he's playing? And he won. I mean, not only is he playing, he won the game. And that, as ugly as it may have been, it's a W. And so
when he got hurt, who played in his place?
Who got
Justin.
hurt? Justin.
Oh, Justin.
Yeah, Justin is the quarterback right now. Well, he's playing. He's the starter now. Did we?
Is that Justin Fields or Justin?
Yes. Yes, Justin Fields. I want to
He
go
scored a
back.
lot of points on Sunday.
Let's go back to the schedule. No NFL schedule. I want the whole schedule. Who does Pittsburgh play this week?
Schedule.
Denver? Is it Denver?
They play.
No, I think. Do they play?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do. They play Denver. Ooh,
They play at Denver. Ooh, that'd be interesting.
it is.
Wow,
It'll be interesting at first place. It'll be interesting at first place. Yeah.
I don't think he's playing. I think he's
I
actually.
don't think so either.
So how we find? Is he out?
Well, we sort of just waiting to hear. The game is not until Sunday. I mean, we may hear a little bit more on in the morning because there's a game tomorrow night.
Who play tomorrow night?
Buffalo plays Miami tomorrow night.
Buffalo and Miami.
That's gonna be a good one.
So, you need to pick. You need to pick. You do. You need
We already picked.
Buffalo or Miami. Who you got?
Who you with?
Steady long, steady wrong.
Who y'all going with? Buffalo or Miami?
Well, no. I'm gonna let you. You should
You don't
form
want
your
any biased picks.
opinion. That's right.
You said you don't want no bias picks?
Yeah, you form your own opinion.
As a matter of fact, just to make it hard for you, we each picked a different team. So
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah, we did. So we didn't pick the same team.
Y'all didn't pick Miami?
I said we didn't pick the same team.
One of us picked Miami, one of us picked Buffalo.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm just gonna go with Miami. That's only because of Devon.
Okay. Well, all right.
Who y'all got?
Riding with your fantasy player. I went with Miami.
Yeah, I picked
Okay,
Buffalo.
So of course, Pep went for Buffalo.
I did. Josh Allen.
Buffalo too.
I don't know. I have to call him. I'll have to call him. Let's send a big O if you watch it.
I'm gonna go with
Throw it up in the chat, or I'll send him a text.
I'm gonna go with yeah.
Devon H.N.
So I lost Sunday. So I lost what? Wait, one team. Wait, what was it? Like, how many games? Okay, so what we did on
We
Sunday?
only picked the two teams. Two
Oh,
games.
we picked two
Thursday
games. Yeah, we
Three
only
games.
picked two.
I
We
lost
picked,
Tuesday and Friday.
I lost two and won one.
no, you won one and lost one. I think.
Yeah, we only
We
picked
only
two.
picked two.
We did three.
We only picked two.
We just did
We
two.
only picked two.
Yep, we did. We just did the
Yeah.
Thursday night and the Friday night game.
Where's my paper?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
did.
guess. Well, we did what? No, 3 Thursday, Friday, and Sunday.
No.
We did. Yes, we
Just
did.
did Thursday.
Where's your paper? Give me some. Give me some evidence. I need some evidence.
Wait, no, for real. I thought it was 3 because it's like who you got Thursday, you got Friday, and Sunday. Oh,
No, we decided we was just going to go with the two
Yeah,
games.
we were gonna wait for just the first two games.
okay. So tomorrow I got Miami. No Friday game this week, right? No Friday. It was just from last week, right?
I think so.
So we're gonna pick a game on Sunday.
We were picking, but I think we're
Let's just choose
well,
one game to pick.
well. Here's the thing: we're knocking on 2 hours here, and we gotta.
Yeah.
I know guys are gonna have to go eat, and we haven't
I'm
eaten
sorry,
yet.
I already ate.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you too.
Huh?
I'm gonna tell you
rhymes with eight?
too.
Wait, what? What draft? What'd you say?
What rhymes with 8?
Late.
There you go.
Oh,
Okay, Pip, what'd you say?
I'm saying, my pops had said something about the fact that you were eating on the show. He's like, you gonna have to cut the snacking.
Talking about today or yesterday? I mean,
No, just last week.
hey, I was home.
He said he have it throwing up a full meal on us in here.
Hey, because I get home at 6:30. So
I know.
No. Listen, y'all gonna listen.
I hear you.
I get home at 6:30 every day. I have to prep. get her together, and then I'm jumping on here. So y'all wait to 8:45. Now my stomach about to boil out, so I gotta eat something. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Joe says, "Have a good night, y'all. Much love for the channel and advice. You appreciate it, man. Thanks for the sub, and come
Right,
back.
Joe.
We'll be back next week. So come back. Yeah. So, but I think
Is Unc watching right now?
no, he watches later.
Oh.
I think he watches later. He doesn't watch it live. But we got to roll. We got to go. We'll talk amongst ourselves about the picks. But I do too need to find some food. And I got a game to play apparently too. So yeah. That's right. I got to do that. I forgot about that actually, but I need to do that too. So until next week, we will see everyone later.
Bye.
Peace out. Peace out.